Welcome back, Space Cadets, to the Reddit Rocket, and today we will be exploring the realm of r/entitled parents. The girl I babysit for has a weak immune system. EP tries to get her unvaxxed kid to take her mask, hug, and sneeze on her, XL. So, backstory, I babysit this girl who we'll call M. M is by far the sweetest girl in existence, and even though I still call it babysitting, I have stopped charging her mother and just come over and hang out with her for the most part. Mom still called it babysitting because M is 8 and I am 23. I used to work with her mom at a coffee shop, and that's when I learned about M's story. M was born with some sort of compromised immune system. I don't know the full details / what it's called, but I know she has grown up most of her life in her house. She can't go to a normal school, she does have a private teacher person though, and can't really play with kids her own age. Her mom is a single mom, and one day for work she had to bring her daughter in because her normal babysitter canceled last minute. I was actually finishing my shift, so I offered to bring her to my place, it was close by, and keep her safe from the germs and stuff. Since then, we've hit it off on the universal tool of love and connecting with kids, Pokemon, and I have gone over to her place to hang out with her ever since. I do get a full-on disinfection bath when I hang with her. She's gotten a bit better though, as before I had to wear almost a sanitary suit, but now just a good hand washing and some special spray will do. Admittedly, a bit overboard, but M's mom is super protective and loving because, to my knowledge, she is the only family she has left. Okay, so sort of main story stuff now. They live in an apartment with no patio or condo park. I don't know how common these are in other places, but here a lot of apartment / condo buildings use their roofs as a public background. And I was hanging out with them one evening playing Pokemon when I noticed she was looking outside a lot. She'd never experienced snow before, and her favorite Pokemon is Glaceon / General Ice types. I started scheming and came up with a solution for her to enjoy the snow. I presented an idea to her mom about going to an untouched spot of snow. We live near a few dog parks that also serve as nature preserve spots, and I knew of a spot that dogs don't go down, and there were a bunch of untouched snow. It's not too remote though. It's near some houses, but it's got a bunch of trees surrounding it. I pulled off my full-out anti-germ snowsuit idea using duct tape to seal the gaps, and using my snowboard goggles to protect her face and keep her mask more tightly put on. She loved the idea and agreed as long as we went during the day when there are much less people around because they are at work / school. We told M the idea, and this sweet girl started crying with so much joy. The day came that we were going out. She could not keep her excitement. We disinfected everything. I got my anti-germ belt, spare masks, sanitizer, and other germ stuff, and put it all on her. Everything was a bit too big on her, and she had an awkward time walking around, but she was still having lots of fun. I put us under the germ field. It's an umbrella with plastic all the way around that goes all the way down to the ground. Again, her mother is a bit over the top, but I understood, and we made it to the untouched spot. We had such a blast making snowmen, more like snow Pokemon because she really wanted to try and make a Glaceon out of snow, making snow angels and so on. Everything was great until I hear a sudden "excuse me" and see EP and her boy coming towards us. Mama Ursaring came out and had EM stand behind me. Me. Hello, is there something I can help you with? Entitled parent. I was hoping my son could come play with your daughter. He's sick and had to stay home from school today, and he saw you two playing. That's okay, right? Nope, nope, nope. Big nope. Keep that germy child away from my girl. I also didn't bother correcting her on the daughter thing, as if you met us, we would seem like a mother and daughter. Sorry, we're just having a play date. Also, if your son is sick, shouldn't he be resting? Her son, by the way, legit looked like he was dying. Sluggish, coughing, and sneezing, and looked as white as snow.
He needs some milk!
My son will be fine. He needs to work off the illness.
She then almost pushes her son towards M, and we back up. M here can get sick very easily, and I just want to protect her. M gives me that look of, I don't want to get sick and die here, let's leave look. If you want to play here, we'll be on our way then.
Why does she get sick easily? Is she vaccinated?
Yes, she is.
That's why. The vaccines probably ruined her system. Shame on you for putting your daughter through that. She's going to get autism. My boy is healthy and vaccine free.
Cause that makes sense. Vaccines make people sick. Man, this entitled parent is on something. And on that note, we're leaving now.
You should be letting her get sick. That's how they become strong.
Entitled parent's son.
I want your mask. It's a Pikachu, right? I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it! How much for the mask?
It's not for sale. You can get plenty online and probably a much cheaper one than this. I know it's like a super dense high quality mask or something.
Just give us the mask. Willie, go get the mask.
The boy runs over to M, literally reaching for the mask. I step in front and gently push him away, but this boy was so sick he sneezed and got snot all over me. I immediately start disinfecting and the mom just scoffs.
Look how ridiculous you are. Let my son make your daughter sick.
We're trying to walk away, but as I mentioned, M's suit limits her mobility, and because I just got sneezed on, I can't pick her up now without risking her getting sick. EP catches up, grabs M, and the son goes in closer. I admittedly don't quite remember the next part as I just saw red. All I know was EP was on the ground, her son crying, and I had M in my arms. I'm sorry, but you can't just—
How dare you! I'm calling the police. You probably abused your daughter.
Insert other entitled parent stuff here. Now M, being the smartest girl in the whole gosh darn Cutiverse, replies,
And I will tell the police you attempted to kidnap me and stab OP.
I looked, and now realizing she had pulled out what looked to be one of those mini switchblades that you put on your keychain. EP just grabbed her son and left. I brought EM home and we had a big disinfect party. I told the mom what had happened and apologized to the point where I lost my voice. But thank Arceus that EM did not get sick. And despite what had happened, she still says it was the best day of her life. I did ask him what had happened when I started seeing red. She said she didn't quite remember herself other than I stormed forward and grabbed EM. EP tried lunging towards me and I punched her. The boy got scared and started crying, and she started yelling and pulled out the switchblade thing, and I kicked her away. I seriously doubt this happened, but she said I was a superhero, and whatever I did clearly stopped the situation and potentially saved M's life. Post story, I went through my coat jacket a few days later and found a wallet in my coat. It wasn't like an adult wallet, it was clearly a kid's wallet. I didn't recognize it as one of M's, so I looked inside and saw "If lost, return to EP's house address." I didn't realize it was EP's son, so I went to that house to return it and EP opens the door. Moment of silence, but I hand over the wallet and she started bursting into tears. I tried to calm her down and got a bit more information. Also, apparently I got the wallet when the kid dropped it and I went to pick it up and she shoved me away, so I must have just autopilot put it in my jacket. Apparently her son was more sick than she realized and was in the hospital in critical condition. She became terrified of the idea that she got M sick and also potentially sentenced someone to death, but it relieved her to hear that she was okay. She wasn't sure what happened with her son, so me being the gosh dang sucker that I am, decided to help her Google more information about it. It was some sort of flu, and behold, it was preventable with vaccines. She also explained she hasn't been thinking straight because she is pregnant and having hormone issues. I talked with her for a while and strongly encouraged her getting vaccine for both her children. I gave her my number if she wanted to talk about it more. She did call me to let me know that her son is making a full recovery. This story was posted by Gorbital. I'm just surprised this mom was so entitled she had the audacity to say, "Let my son make your daughter sick." I know she said she had some hormone issues, but still, that's crazy. This story about an unvaccinated kid getting sick sounds awfully familiar, almost as if I saw it in the news recently. All jokes aside guys, make sure you get your kids vaccinated. Entitled mom demands I give his brat $50 for loot boxes. Backstory, I have a PS4 and I've been playing Overwatch since the kill feed had lowercase letters. So I just reached 3-star prestige and I hopped into a comp match. Now I'm mid-plat, so I've seen my fair share of toxic players. But holy crap, this kid. I picked Roadhog, and I have the golden gun for him. The golden guns are not in loot boxes, you need to farm competitive points to get them. This is important later. The kid starts telling me to switch. Just so you know, he picked Hanzo. I just calmly told him, no. However, I think you may have to switch. Hanzo may not be the best choice of hero. He goes ballistic, started calling me a swine, an unpleasant or stupid person, and yeah, unsurprisingly, we lost. He starts screaming at the other team members, calling us trash. I ended up making a group message with the other 4 team members asking all of us to report him. And we did, and he got banned. He made a party and invited all of us, and the confrontation goes like this. Here's the cast: DC, Demon Child, F1, F2, F3, and F4, other team members, me, a weeb that spends hours on Reddit, Prophet Elzea.
F you all. Why did you get me banned? I did nothing. Prophet Elzea should be the one that should be banned.
You started calling us racial slurs. And calling us trash. You barely contributed to the team.
But Prophet was using aimbot.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You're grasping at straws, and you know it. Also, I don't use aimbot. I'm just a good player. I am 3-star prestige. I know, Prophet. I was a teammate with him. He is pretty much amazing. Now if you excuse me, I gotta go. Same here. Bye. See ya. Bye, female dog. F4, F3, F2, F1, and Prophet Isaiah have left the party. 2 days later, I am playing Overwatch again and I notice a group and I recognize the players. I joined. So, that kid. Yup. At that moment, I get a party invite. It's the same kid. So we all join, and there's a different voice. A woman, 35-ish, the entitled mother.
So I heard you all called him stupid for choosing a character named Hanzo?
No, he called us racial slurs.
BS. He would never do that. He's an angel.
Sure.
I also heard that one of you guys has a golden gun. I demand you give it to him as compensation.
Well, sorry to tell you, but we can't give items to other people.
Fine then. My son needs these things called loot boxes. Give me your loot boxes.
I can't. We can't give anything to other people.
Okay then. Give me $50 for loot boxes. All of you.
Oh hell no!
We all left the party. The kid started spamming us with party invites. We all blocked him. However, before I blocked him, he did try to blackmail me. But I told him to just screw off. Then I blocked him. Man, kids these days. This story was posted by Not Charmander. This entitled parent actually thought they would pay for her entitled child's loot boxes when her child was the one that was swearing and calling them trash? I played Overwatch and I know how toxic the community can be. But this is another level of toxic. That's all for today's Space Cadets. I hope you guys enjoyed today's r/entitled parent stories. I tried a couple new things out while editing, so let me know what you thought down in the comment section. If you liked my content, hit the like and subscribe button and share this video if it made you laugh. Got a blast.